Hey, what's going on guys? This is Mike and today I'm going to do a different kind of video. So this is still GPRO, but since I couldn't really make the video so exciting yesterday, I decided to make Grand Prix highlights. As we know, yesterday there was the Valencia GP for everyone, and I would like to talk about that race from my point of view. I'm going to talk about what I did right and what I did wrong, about my strategies, about my risks, and about what could I have done different and what else could have happened. The race will be played at speed 10 because otherwise the video would be too long and I don't want the video to be too long and too boring. On the right side you will be able to see the gaps during the whole race, and sometimes I will switch to the race laps as well, so you will see what kind of pace did I have. Let's start the race now. All lights are on, and now it's green, and now the race is starting. Something else, I this race I had the 28 fastest car, so this is how you should watch it. As for the PHA matching, 2 out of 3 was matching. Unfortunately, the third did not really. So I didn't really expect too much from this race since I had a 28 fastest car. I was thinking that maybe I could get the top 20, but outside the top 20 was expected for me. My strategy was two-stop with super soft or extra soft tires is the same, just in game it's known as extra soft. I was hoping that with this strategy, since I have a weak car, the strategy will be actually good, and we talk about that later. Why did I think that? I was going with 30 plus clear track risk and even higher offensive and defensive risk. Important to know, the clear track risk and the offensive slash defensive risk are not the same. The clear track risk is the deciding what your tire wear and fuel consumption will be, while the offensive and defensive risk are only working when there is a car in front or behind you. The higher the offensive and defensive risk is, the bigger chances you have to make a mistake, but also a bigger chance to make a moves. And the more you are going in the field in a train like I do right now, the more chance you have for mistakes. So you have to keep that in mind. Let's switch to the laps, and currently as you can see I'm going the 16th, 15th, 14th, 13th fastest currently in the field, mainly because I'm in a train currently, so it's not really representative what laps I'm doing. As you can see, till the 9th place the laps are very similar. I mean, not really, till the 15th place. As you can see, I'm jumping up and down, and I'm being 11 now. At this point I was very happy because I was thinking that even with an unpowered car I will be able to do a good result. But as you can see now, I make a mistake, even my driver makes a mistake, and I'm going back to P20. These are the mistakes I was talking about. So the main reason I chose a two-stop, even though I was aware that the tire will worn out till the end, the main reason I was choosing a two-stop because a three-stop would have been faster for me, so I could have overtake easier. But since I have a very underpowered car, overtaking with that kind of car is not really easy, and I couldn't have just utilized the pace and the tire and also the fuel advantage if I'm going with the three-stop. So I decided to go with the two. It won't be as fast, but at least the people who are going with more stop, I can undercut them. And as you can see, I'm slowing down here. The main reason is because this strategy is about having very worn tires around the end of the stint and at the beginning of the pit stop. As you can see, I did my first stop, one more stop is remaining. So my my tire wear was over 85%, and once your tires are worn, you are going very slow. And we will see here several drivers are making mistakes. Like as we are looking at the screen, several drivers are going out and coming back. Let's switch back to the gaps. I'm already in a big disadvantage now, but with this car I didn't expect too much. To be honest, I thought I will be like, yes, this is the other mistake. I thought I will be around 29, 28, 30. I had that huge optimistic understanding in the beginning that maybe top 20, but not so sure. This race I was making unexpectedly lots of driver mistakes. Well, it could be either because of the high OTDT risks or the clear track risk because I was going with very high this time because I needed the speed. We are approaching, there was another person making mistakes, so we are approaching to the halfway point of the race. And the main thing what I was thinking here that okay, maybe we should just pray, like some of the drivers are going a one stop or a three stop aside us, and this is why I'm jumping up positions because the different tactics are acquiring different pit stop windows. You can see several drivers are pitted at lap 20, likewise me. So as you can see, maybe the two stop was the fastest for this, and maybe the axis of tires was the right tire after all. At the end, I will talk about the strategy difference, why you will be able to hear the national anthem, of course. But yes, this is the biggest issue of the weak car. As you can see, I can't overtake. So even though I have extra high for Pro, of course, extra high clear track risk and extra high OTDT, I just can't overtake. Of course, in Master and Elite, extra high might mean 60 or 70, but me for Pro, 30/40 is enough high. I didn't talk about the tires yet. I'm going with Yokohama tires. The main reason I choose Yokohama because its dry and wet performance is the same. It also doesn't cost too much, even though its durability is not the best. As you can see, several drivers are struggling with worn tires likewise me. Worn tires are slowing it down a lot, so it could mean seconds in lap times. As you can see, nearly half of the field is like that, but I'm still going forward. 9% tire wear is left. And now this is the second stop, and something amazing is happening here. I'm jumping the guy behind me, I mean in front of me, thanks to the pit stops, and there are two orange cars. So those orange cars are having low fuel load, and as we are going forward and forward, they will start to pull away from me because the amount of fuel load what they have is so low that they are gaining speed compared to me, while the guy behind me made a mistake. As for the gap, you can see here my pace. And something else will happen which I didn't really experience so far during any of my pro races, and it was a bit surprising. One of the orange cars are out and the other orange car will come in. I will show that in the gaps. So yeah, he's on a 3 stop, as you can see. He's still out, and here is a mistake I made. 3 driver mistakes in one race. That's very rare. Never happened to me so far in pro nor in amateur. That's the orange car pitted, and as you can see, one of the top guys are actually doing a 3 stop. So two of them. So either 2 or 3 stop. It depends on the speed of your car. If you have a very fast car, then and you can overtake, you can try a 3 stop. The faster your car is, the more aggressive strategies you can try out. We have 2 retirements so far. And as we are having less and less laps, I will show the pit stop speeds. Well, this is my fastest pit stop, 4 seconds off compared to the pace. It's not really good. So as I was going till the end of the race, someone is appearing in front of me. The guy is being slower than me, and if I wouldn't have made the third mistake, like third driver mistake, then I would be in front of him now. But with the 28th fastest car, this is a great position, and the main reason how I did that, and the key to the problem of how I did that, is a good driver is more important than a good car. So I'd rather choose a weak car with a good driver than a fast car with a weak driver. Keep that in mind, and this is how important the driver is. I'm attacking the guy in front of me, but I'm not really having the chance. As you can see, I'm 11th fastest or 10th, even though I'm being 17th. Fortunately for Valencia, I had a better car than previously, but not still the best. And for the next race, it's very nice because I was doing a test like 3 races ago, and the testing points will be applied for the car for the next race. Little bit of spoiler, after the race I also made a testing. And the national anthem is here, and I'm finishing P16. Finishing P16, which is a great result. And yes, basically that was it. And as you can see from the season standings, I had some pretty bad results, but these 3 races, what you can see here, were wet races. This was a weak car race, and this was a good race after all. So you guys see I'm not lying. I was repairing my car last time, and I was doing my testing. Also, testing points arrived. So you see, I didn't lie too much. But currently, I'm having the 23rd best car. But of course, getting around, as you can see my testing here, I'm not going to show my testing after all. I mean, I could, but yeah. So this was the testing. I was using these numbers. These numbers were from a previous information bubble. So the main reason I'm not using 500 only because this was from a previous information bubble, because for a year now I'm collecting every of my knowledge to an Excel sheet. So I managed to get it. Also, unfortunately, my calculations were wrong with the excess of ties. It was a huge mistake I made. But at least I managed to finish all of my laps. I did a 50-50 lap for that. So as you can see, 755 are my current characteristic points, and yesterday I did the test. So yeah, so I was Mike, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little GP highlights and also test review what I made. If you guys enjoyed the video, then please put a like. If you have any questions, then ask away. And if you want to see even more videos, then please subscribe to my channel. See you guys next time. Till then, take care of yourself and goodbye.